I just say that it's been an honour to lead this group of players, staff, and the board of directors and everyone connected with the football club. Remember, enjoy tonight and tomorrow and Monday and Tuesday. And when we get out that airport.
I was with the physio, he was in an Uber on the way up to London, and he gets a text message saying the gaffer's had a heart attack.
The phone went and my wife took the call and just said that Justin had been taken ill.
Really, really surreal moment.
I was speechless. I didn't know where to look, where to turn.
Deep down, I probably thought it wasn't great news when the communication went quiet.
You start to worry, then you hear maybe it was a cardiac arrest, which it turned out to be. And at the time, and I'm openly to admit this, and I think a lot would say it as well, I didn't know the difference.
I just thought it was along the lines of a heart attack. I actually thought it was a different word for a heart attack.
Heartbreaking is probably just the easy way to describe it, if I'm honest.
We went straight to Kerry and the children and to see Justin. And you know, Kerry told us that there was nothing that could be done.
I didn't expect it to end like this.
And that was it, really. My world, life come crashing down on me. I was like, I couldn't believe it.
At the time, I didn't believe it. Still to this day, I don't. But yeah, that was a hard moment.
You know, when you think you're over something, can you not?
What do you think Justin would say?
Sort yourself out. Yeah, sort yourself out, what you're doing.
It was a unique situation. There was no precedent, and hopefully there'll be no succession for it either. It was something which we had to call on all our reserves, all our experience, all our compassion, and something which you obviously wouldn't wish upon anybody.
So it's tough. It's a big, you know, especially the first few days back in the office was tough. You expect him just to pop his head around the corner, but then the reality hits, and you've got to get on with it. You've got to get on with it. It was a tragedy. But for me, even more of a tragedy would be to carry on and like he was never here.
So I think, like, you know, speaking about him, laughing and remembering the good times has been some sort of remedy for us.
He's all over the change rooms and too right.
From the start, I was like, I want to call it the Justin Edinburgh 3 Foundation. Ultimately...
Yeah, it was Dad's shirt number, really.
It was Dad's shirt number, but I didn't think about it at the time, but we're his 3 and we're the 3 that are steering the ship.
What they're all about is helping one another and sticking together. So therefore, what can we do to continue what Justin was about and continue his legacy?
I think the Foundation's going to do some very important work over the years ahead. You know, we want to bring in Justin's Law, we want to make sure that it's compulsory for all of these type of facilities to have a defibrillator on site and to have people who know how to use them so they can come to the aid of those who need it.
We're trying to raise awareness in terms of if and when cardiac arrests, heart attacks do take place, who's ready and who's trained to act upon this.
In terms of defibrillators and certainly where they are or aren't, and whether they have to be or not, I had no idea. You know, such an important tool that's been proven to significantly increase the chances of survival.
I think the thing is, until it actually happens to you or to somebody close to you, you don't sort of stand up and take notice.
Well, Kerry, Charlie and Sydney have done remarkable how they've, you know, kick this off, and to continue to drive it. I listened to Charlie once or twice on the interviews, and he said that's what, you know, this is how Dad made him. So he would be super proud of the whole lot of them. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of energy in and amongst the group. You know, there's people from all sorts of different backgrounds, and everybody's come together with a common goal.
And we want to make sure that everything we're doing for Dad and for the foundation is being done to the best of our ability, and just making sure that the JE3 Foundation is spreading awareness where we can.
Yeah, it's getting out there, isn't it?
It is.
The money that we raise will be used towards education, be used towards campaigning, be used towards equipment, used towards all the things that will be necessary in order to bring this law into fruition.
If JE3 Foundation can raise funds to put defibrillators in every gym or support that process, if it can raise funds to support training in every single football club at grassroots level or in rugby clubs and cricket clubs, then you can only imagine that this generation of lifesavers is going to be much further down the line and much further along to prevent unnecessary death.
I was one of those people that, you know, had no idea how simple and easily it is to actually apply. There's nothing to be alarmed about, you know, and it's just, again, that bit of learning and education, that's the key.
We don't think Dad did have any signs, but if you have that one sign or something just doesn't feel right, you're better off saving your own life, because I'd have done absolutely anything in this world for my dad to have had that one
sign.
One sign, yeah.
If in his memory we can help other people, you know, to enjoy a longer life and have more time with their families and their kids, and you know, I think it's certainly something he'd be, you know, incredibly proud of, and you know, I'm sure he's looking down at all the hard work that's going on, and you know, he'll have a smile on his face, that's for sure.
We've been on the receiving end of something that you wouldn't wish it upon anybody. This has not just affected us, but our friends, our family, the football community, and other people outside of that.
Definitely. We just have to make a change. Save one person's life, then.
That'd make a difference to us.
Yeah.